One thing we notice in rural areas from time to time is when a prominent farmer passes away, a much loved farmer, there's quite a gathering around to give him a special send-off. And that was the case this week in Indiana. But you've probably seen this before. Sometimes caskets will be painted special colors.
Yes. You see that all the time, it seems, where you've got a farmer with a deep interest in perhaps one paint color over another. And yeah, they choose a way to honor that at their final send-off.
I've known some sons to paint up the casket, and then they put decals on it. I believe there's a casket company that even sells a special interior, depending on what your favorite type of tractor is.
Interesting.
I was fortunate enough to be able to drive my father to the cemetery the day of his funeral. The funeral director called out and said, "Hey, I need a little help, Max. Are you available?" And it was a wonderful, wonderful honor to be able to give the last ride to this guy who had taught me how to drive all those years before. And my brother rode shotgun. Well, this week in Indiana, a prominent farmer was buried near the town of Trafalgar. That's south of Indianapolis. And Jim Bradley passed away at the age of 75. The other day, I had been able to meet Jim and have gotten to know his family during the years. They gave him a special ride to the cemetery in his combine, on the front end of his combine. Jim had just bought a new combine not too many weeks ago, and he was able to actually operate that combine prior to his passing to harvest a little bit of this last crop of his. But grandsons Kyle and Caleb Bradley drove that combine to the cemetery, and the casket was there on the front end, wrapped in a John Deere blanket, and they went past the line of tractors, Jim's tractors there as they headed to the cemetery. Very nice send-off for a very nice man.
It is, and it certainly helps, I think, in the grief process to have something to do in the immediate aftermath of such a tragedy.
Somebody asked me what's going to happen to your tractors, Max, when you pass away. I think my wife will probably bury them with me, as a matter of fact.
All right.
There's not quite that same love for them there.